There was a time when video games served as a revolutionary escape into endless worlds of imagination, adventure, and excitement. Every console release was a historic event, and each new game felt like stepping into uncharted territory. Whether it was the golden age of arcades, the rise of home consoles, or the dawn of online multiplayer, gaming was constantly evolving and captivating audiences. However, today, something feels different. The excitement that once surrounded the gaming industry is fading. Players are frustrated, game releases are often rushed and filled with issues, and creativity is overshadowed by microtransactions and repetitive sequels. The industry, which was once driven by passion and innovation, now prioritizes profits over player experience. While gaming is not dying, the Western gaming market faces significant challenges. These challenges include rising costs, changing demographics, and increased competition from emerging markets. Although the gaming industry has experienced some decline in recent years, evidenced by a drop in revenue and usage, it is important to note that the industry is still growing and remains worth billions of dollars. So, what happened? How did gaming transition from a thriving, groundbreaking industry to one filled with disappointment, over-monetization, and declining creativity? Let's explore the key reasons behind this decline and consider whether the industry can return to its former glory. One of the biggest complaints from gamers today is that the industry is no longer focused on the games. It's centered around money. Remember when you could buy a game and enjoy the complete experience without additional costs? That is now a thing of the past. Microtransactions and loot boxes have become staples of gaming. Pay-to-win mechanics compel players to spend real money for an advantage. Locked content behind paywalls makes full-price games feel incomplete. Randomized loot boxes encourage gambling-like behavior. Games like FIFA, Call of Duty, and NBA 2K are notorious for exploiting microtransactions, often making billions from in-game purchases alone. Instead of rewarding players with skill-based progression, many games encourage additional spending to unlock better gear or advantages. In the past, games would release expansion packs that provided genuine value, such as The Elder Scrolls, Oblivion's Shivering Isles, or Diablo II: Lord of Destruction. Today, expansions have been replaced with overpriced season passes and day-one DLCs that should have been included in the base game. Developers now intentionally cut content from games and sell it separately to maximize profits. Players who purchase a game for $70 often find that they need to spend an additional $50 or more to access the full experience. Gaming used to be about crafting polished and immersive experiences, but now it seems to focus more on meeting quarterly earnings and rushing unfinished products to market. There have been recent disasters such as Cyberpunk 2077, launched with game-breaking bugs and performance issues. Battlefield 2042, released with missing features and poor mechanics. GT: A Trilogy Remaster, a beloved classic turned into a glitch-filled nightmare. These games were clearly unfinished, yet they were sold at full price. Instead of delaying a release to ensure quality, publishers often choose to launch a broken product and promise to fix it later with updates. Gamers are tired of being beta testers. In the past, gaming was characterized by creativity, risk-taking, and fresh ideas. Studios introduced innovative concepts that revolutionized the industry. Super Mario 64 redefined 3D platforming. The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time set the standard for open-world adventures, and Half-Life 2 changed storytelling in first-person shooter games. But now, we are witnessing an era of endless remakes and sequels, with major franchises like Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, and FIFA dominating the landscape. Many games rely on copy-paste formulas, including battle royale clones and open-world checklists. There is minimal risk-taking in the industry, as publishers focus more on what sells rather than what excites. As a result, many modern AAA games feel like repetitive cash grabs, while indie developers are stepping up to carry the torch of innovation. Gaming companies often report record earnings while laying off thousands of employees. For example, Activision Blizzard laid off 800 workers in 2019, even after reporting $7.5 billion in revenue. Electronic Arts has shut down studios while continuing to release games laden with microtransactions. Game developers are frequently overworked and underpaid, leading to low morale, rushed development cycles, and a lack of long-term vision. Some of the most beloved game studios have lost their identity due to corporate takeovers. BioWare, known for Mass Effect and Dragon Age, has struggled with rushed projects despite its reputation for deep storytelling. Blizzard, famous for World of Warcraft and Diablo, has lost its standing due to poor leadership and questionable business decisions. Konami, a former gaming giant known for titles like Metal Gear and Silent Hill, now primarily focuses on mobile games and gambling machines. As gaming companies prioritize profits over creativity, the overall quality of games continues to decline. Not every game needs to be a massive, open-world RPG or a live service experience, but modern developers seem to think otherwise. Too many games require players to navigate vast, empty worlds filled with repetitive side quests. Titles like Anthem and Marvel's Avengers failed because they concentrated on long-term monetization instead of providing a great gaming experience. Every company tries to copy current trends: battle royale, hero shooters, survival crafting, resulting in a lack of variety. Rather than focusing on unique, creative experiences, developers often chase trends and flood the market with similar types of games. The loss of player trust, broken promises, and lies. Gamers have been deceived time and again. Cyberpunk 2077 trailers promised a living, breathing world, but what players received was a buggy and unfinished product. No Man's Sky was marketed as a massive space adventure, yet it launched with nearly none of the promised features. EA's Star Wars Battlefront 2 became infamous for its pay-to-win system, a situation that only changed after significant backlash from the community. With false advertising and deceptive marketing practices, companies continue to betray player trust. As a result, gamers now approach new releases with skepticism instead of excitement. Can gaming be saved? Despite these issues, the gaming industry isn't dead, at least not yet. There are still incredible games, passionate developers, and communities that fight for quality. What needs to change? Stop prioritizing microtransactions over gameplay. Release finished games, no more rushed or broken titles. Encourage risk-taking and creativity. Respect developers, put an end to mass layoffs and crunch culture. Listen to the community, stop treating gamers like wallets. Some companies, such as CD Projekt Red, after fixing Cyberpunk 2077 and Larian Studios' Baldur's Gate 3, have demonstrated that players will reward developers who prioritize quality. The gaming industry is at a crossroads. It can either continue down a path of greed, laziness, and declining creativity, or return to its roots, creating unforgettable experiences that resonate with players. The choice lies with developers, publishers, and most importantly, the gamers. If players demand better practices and refuse to support exploitative games, change can occur. Gaming isn't dead yet. However, if the industry keeps prioritizing profits over passion, it may become just a hollow shell of what it once was. Subscribe for more videos.